Hey everyone, it's Meredith. I'm here with our message for Tuesday, 2/22/2022. I've been so excited for this day. I tell you all the time, Tuesday is my favorite day of the week. And twos are miracle numbers. They are so creative. And one of the messages of the number 2 is don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens. So I contemplate miracles frequently when I see twos. And I love seeing 222 on the clock or a license plate or wherever you find it. The universe will stick it in front of you just to remind you, don't stop now, don't give up. All right. I feel that this is a miraculous, magical day. It's auspicious, and I'm excited to see what the cards have to say. So our first message comes from Wisdom of the Oracle. I simply asked, before I get into that, I didn't actually intend 2 cards out of the oracles. I was actually setting up for the reading and shuffled out cards and 2 fell out. And then shuffled out the next set and 2 fell out. And then I noticed that I put out 2 crystals and 2 little affirmation stones and then 2 other stones I picked up while kayaking. And I just had to giggle because it was not intentional. Then I thought, well, maybe I should just pull 2 tarot cards. So I got out of the way and let the Bonfire deck do what it was going to do. So we ended up with 4 anyway, which is great. I'm having a good time. All right, let's go to the Wisdom of the Oracle cards. What is the Divine Oracle whispering to us today? We have, our first is co-create. How perfect. And look at this. Go the distance. We have 2 cheetahs. See, there's the magic. You cannot make this stuff up. That's fantastic. All right. I'll get grounded here. Co-create. Perfect card for such a miraculous number 2 day, right? Co-create. Here's our seed thoughts. This is us watching over them, looking after them. And this is the divine in concert with us. It's yet another message of how the universe has our back and is supporting us in every single moment. Turn your attention to that. And then I love that the Go the Distance card is here with co-create, because there is a time for stillness and nurturing and fostering our heart space. And then there is a time for taking action. There's a time for movement and investment. And when we are in the flow, we know exactly, we are cued by the universe, by our sphere of influence and the atmosphere to put some greater energy, some greater momentum into what we're holding in heart space, what we are blossoming and becoming. Beautiful. So use the auspicious energy of the day for doing exactly that. From the Answer is Simple deck, we have Talk to the Divine. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. And coming with it, say yes. Ooh. Go the distance by saying yes. And as I'm looking at the Talk to the Divine card, I am reminded of a conversation I have frequently with a dear soul in my world who often reminds me, and I've shared this before, who often reminds me that everything that we are talking about in our inner dialogue is weaving a web. It is creating a spell. And how are we speaking over our world and over our dreams, and how are we speaking our heart space? We had the Communicate Clearly card yesterday out of Angel Answers, And that message is really about eliminating verbal clutter, getting to the heart of the matter, and speaking with the divine is a way to take action and bring great momentum to our seed thoughts and our dreams, what we're holding in our hearts. And are we saying yes to this? We're often reminded here in the cards that we tell ourselves old stories based on prior experience, though we are ever evolving and developing and becoming more mature and more seasoned in our spiritual journey. And that means that an upgrade is forever going on. Yet there are times where we notice that our dialogue hasn't changed. Our doubts and our fears may pop up, and the reminder there is that those are temporary moments of uncertainty, and great contrast to gain perspective for recentering to heart space. So go the distance with whatever you are in co-creation for, what you are blossoming in your heart space and contributing to your sphere of influence, your world. And say yes to you. Say yes to the web you're weaving. All right, let's see what Bonefire has to say. And there's the Nine of Cups. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this is the dream come true card, wish fulfilled. The point of this card is to recognize that the Nine of Cups shows up because of the investment in our own selves. The investment in our heart space, our willingness to courageously share the most tender part of our personality with those in our sphere of influence, and to bring to life what we have looked after and nurtured, and offer that to the world. And that is a fulfillment. The Nine of Cups is such a spiritual fulfillment card. This is the moment when you cry the happy tears and you are whelmed and your heart is welling, right? That's the Nine of Cups. That's what it feels like as we bring something to life in our sphere of influence. And that's the juice right there. This is why we do what we do. This is why we pursue our highest and greatest potential in our journey. And do we encounter challenge and obstacle and ugly cries? And yeah, we do. Though without all of that, we would not have this exalted celebration of life, our soul expression through this gorgeous physical being. And the ability to share that, there's the miracle. Oh goodness. All right, let's see what's next. Strength, yeah. What a supportive card. And coming with strength is one of my favorite knights, the Knight of Pentacles. I know, he's got that reputation for being slow and dry and boring. No, not in my intuitive world. He has great attention to detail, and that is something that is a requirement for what's in our heart space. And our ability to see how the divine reflects to us in fine detail, what is in process of blossoming. That's where we see our signs. That's where we get our greatest messages and the deepest, most fortifying type of encouragement comes from trusting ourselves and trusting those signs that we see in the face of what may temporarily look like a stark reality. Oh, I love this. So here's the Strength card right next to the Nine of Cups. It does take tremendous inner strength, fortitude to maintain the love that we are in an atmosphere that could easily, if we allowed ourselves to indulge in everything that is screaming for attention, distracting us from our center. It takes tremendous strength to remain an emotionally awake, aware, alert, intimate, and vulnerable being. And to continue to move forward, paying attention to the fine details and the fine signs that the universe sends us that says, keep going, go the distance, don't quit. If there is uncertainty, speak with the divine. Continue to say yes to you and your dream. Next. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I just got goosebumps, and I feel really emotional looking at that Ace of Pentacles, because that's a divine and cosmic gift of the universe, speaking with the universe, and it's showing us that we are being offered great love, great support, great opportunity, and an abundance that is above and beyond what we have considered when we were just here planting this seed thought on the co-create card. We're bringing love to life in a way that is miraculous and surprises and delights us and warms our heart, whelms our hearts. And then we go out courageously in the world and vulnerably offer what's blossomed within us to the divine, all that is. Ooh, that's fantastic, fantastic information from the cards. Bottom of the deck, folks, this is in the unseen. This is what the divine is in support of on our behalf, our first card. Yes, there it is. Look at that. Ace of Cups. Everybody loves the Ace of Cups. Get up out of your chair right now and do a little happy dance. And, you know, let's add the Ace to the 9. We have the 10. That's fulfillment. That is completion of a cycle. And we have the universe holding a door open for us on the Ace of Coins. This is a gateway card, and it's an opportunity to cross a threshold in this energy, in this 9 of Cups, Ace of Cups energy. The fine details matter. Your inner strength is required to boldly move along your spiritual journey, continuing to say yes when it may feel like there is a no everywhere else. And then we have, hey, look at that one, 10 of Swords. I know, no one likes to see the 10 of Swords because it looks a bit grim. However, I don't feel it's grim at all. 10s are about completion, fulfillment. And some would say, or ask rather, how can you feel fulfilled with 10 swords in your back, pinning you to the ground? You can feel fulfilled in this because you've brought something to completion. You're done with some phase, some level of experience, and you're moving on into the next level. You're walking through the gateway of the Ace of Coins in the spirit of the Ace of Cups, bringing your dreams across a threshold, right, into a whole new world of experience. How did you do that? You did it by talking to the divine. You did it by trusting the signs that were on offer to you and investing those signs into your heart space. So that's something for sure we can celebrate on the 10 of Swords. And this card is called the Fallen Master. Have to remind us of that every time we see it. We have done something masterfully well. And swords are thoughts and actions, our word and our deed. And this means we have fulfilled, we've followed through, we've kept our word, we've maintained our integrity for our own self in the journey. Then we have, nice, the 3 of Coins. Oh, so beautiful there, really. That's amazing. So the 3 and the Ace make the 4 of Coins, which is stability. Stability of thought and stability of our deed, our word and our deed. And there's also evidence of 2 energies, 2 coins, creating a 3rd coin. So we're bringing the magical 2 into the reading here with our 3 of Coins, because 2 energies will make another energy. And this is building, this is growing. And the word I'm hearing is, this is energy that is flourishing. There's a lot of abundance here. So the 4 with the 3 and the ace creates a stable foundation for us. Now, the 4 of coins would also have us perhaps holding on and not letting go. I don't feel that, though. I feel development here, the development of stability. As we step through this gateway in the spirit of the Ace of Cups, love, bliss, joy, happiness on overflow, offering that to our sphere of influence, ultimately offering that to the macrocosm, offering that to the divine. And this is what's going to return to us, magnified, overflowing, right? Next we have the star. Yes, that's going the distance. The star follows the tower, and the tower has fallen in tarot, and the star is the new beginning and the fresh start. And as I remind so often in the cards, the character on the star is typically nude because she's nothing to hide. She is unafraid of her vulnerability. She has the strength to step forward courageously. Gosh, I'm going to keep going because this is amazing. Then we have the Chariot, dynamic momentum. I think I'll leave that there. This is what's going on behind the scenes. The Charioteer is grounded and centered in his or her will. There is tremendous momentum on that card, and the momentum is bringing us to yes. Beautiful cards. All right, let's do angel answers. You know, this deck is potentially, or the cards that come from it for us are potentially signs that the universe is whispering to us. So, I don't know if you can hear that, but the neighbor just started their vehicle and it just sounds like a roar. And I feel that energy in the Strength card and the Chariot. Okay. Ask a question if you have one. Allow these cards to confirm something for you. Huh. And 2 of them are flipping over. 2s. The situation, oh my gosh, will improve and look for a sign. Fantastic. Yeah. Our situation improves effortlessly. It really does depend on the web we're weaving, how we're speaking over our life, what kind of investment are we making. Well, something I said yesterday in the reading. Let me see if I can grab that. About making a change. If you're not making choices, then you're not making changes. So the situation will improve when you make a different choice. So if you have less than ideal circumstances, then the obvious answer is to say yes to the love that you are. Make a change with that. You can tell an old story till you're blue in the face. Or you can create a big happy change. Yeah. Confirmation right there in that card of the entire reading. And just because I love saying it, it's the happy that makes the change. And that's a choice. And then we have be assertive. And I'm going to take this next one. Get more information. That may be a choice that needs making. You may not have all the information you require right now. And the signs are there for us to see, to read, to interpret, and to apply. And still, that is meant to be inspirational so that we can get the education that we require to stay in this dynamic flow, this dynamic momentum. Okay, last card. How about last cards? We'll stick with our 2 theme from Divine Abundance, and we'll take 2 off the top. Our first is Divine Flow. Perfect. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others, to follow the Tao, the divine flow, at all costs. Yeah, that's the Strength card right there. That's the Star card as well, and the Chariot. Powerful. All right, one more. True offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. That's the Ten of Swords right there. That's why the imagery on the Ten of Swords is a bit shocking. It's a return to love. Every step in the journey, no matter how arduous, is a return to love. The love that we came from, the love and the light that we shine while we're here. And that's the ultimate energy in terms of paying it forward to our own selves. So we owe it to ourselves to shine as bright as we can, to be the miracles that we were born to be. That's our birthright. Being a miracle. We are a miracle. Peace, love, so much love, joy, and happiness to each and every one of you. Thank you as always for being here and joining me on the channel. Namaste.